Let's go on to techniques. Techniques is one of the biggest things, obviously. I've got a lot of technique, I have a lot of knowledge, and there's a lot of preparation goes into my clients. Because I don't have a base, I can't take a salon room with me. I don't have the luxury of a spa. It's all about what I can fit into my car that's easy and accessible and doesn't break my back, basically. But they've got to include things like fluffy towels and candles and aromatherapy oils for fragrance. It's really important that you light the room correctly. You're aware that your client's got to be comfortable. But when you're visiting them in their environment, you've got to make it your environment while you're there. There's no point going along and doing a client unless she's completely or he's completely comfortable with what you're doing. Also, hands and foot massage are essential for any treatment I'm doing. If I'm going along to do a spray tan, we always sit down, have a chat, find out the needs of the client on that day. Hand and foot massage is very nice and relaxing and puts them in that place that they want to be. It's also the place that I want them to be because it just makes it a little bit more comfortable for me. Product choice and branding is also a really important part of my work. I work with a lot of premium brands. I enjoy working with premium brands, but my clients also demand premium brands. They have them in their bathroom and they continue to use them. So I have to incorporate them into my kit. I also enjoy working with them in my kit, and it's nice to be able to use the premium brands. They are a good choice for me. When it comes to skin finishing and tanning, which is what I've been doing a lot recently, I'm very famous for my lymphatic drainage uplifting facials and also for my full body lymphatic drainage massage and my skin finishing and tanning. I think I'm famous for my tanning because I don't make you look like you've been in the sun for 2 weeks. I make you look like you're golden and glowing and healthy. And again, we'll demonstrate that when I'm finished talking about myself, which is rather strange. I can talk about products, but it's a bit difficult standing and talking about yourself. You have to excuse me. So my skin finishing and tanning, I also incorporate nails into my editorial. And here's just a few of the pictures of some of the work that I've done recently. This is obviously Scarlett Johansson. Now this picture was really all about making her skin look milky and creamy and fresh. But she's got very different skin tones, so we had to even that out. So we used a tanning spray for this. It doesn't look like it because it's very light. You've got to remember with photography, the photographer's light bleaches out a lot of the colour as well. So it's about the finish and the perfecting of the skin. Again with Miss Misha, who's obviously a little bit darker here, so her skin looks paler. It's all about the body with her. It's all about contouring and adding definition to the shoulders, adding definition to the back and down the limbs. This is a nail story, so obviously I go from one to the other, and I do lots of nails on shoots. Again, with De Beers, it's an advertising campaign. You can spray on contours. You want to even out the skin tone. Kate Blanchett likes to be quite pale, but she likes to have definition. She likes to be able to see that there's shoulders popping here and her back looks nice and slim in certain areas. And you can do that with a spray tan. It's very easy if you're using a very fine, light mist. This is lovely Sienna, who I see quite a lot. Now, Sienna's all about the tan, so this was a lot easier to apply a deeper tan with Sienna. But it's all about the back with her. She left this shoot and then went on the catwalk where she had that famous backless dress on. So we did a double job on her there that day. But you can see again, although she's tanned down this area, she's still very pale down the insides of her arms. So it's a very natural looking tan. It's not about completely covering the body with colour, because that sometimes flattens and gives you a one-dimensional look. You want contours and movements and definition. Tandy Newton, who's, quite dark anyway. With Tandy, again, it was about defining and contouring. And we spray tanned her face as well. So we give her contours down the sides of the cheeks. And here a little bit darker. Even with this one, with Kate Blanchett, this is obviously very bleached out and the colour has been drained from this. But you can see the definition on her cheekbones. And this was done with the spray tanning. This wasn't done with the makeup. The lovely Victoria Beckham, this is for Indian Vogue. So we wanted to be a little bit darker to represent the customers that were purchasing this Vogue. So you can see, again, it's all about definition and tan with Victoria, and she has come that few shades lighter, again because fashion trends dictate it's a very light no tan at the moment. So what I'd like to do is our demonstration the tanning with you. I have one of my girls up. I'm just going to talk through what I'm doing. When it comes to tanning and using the spray tan, it's very nice to be trained in a specific way because you need to know how to use the product and how to use the gun. When you get more confident with the product and you're experienced and you know what your client wants and what you can achieve, you can then start playing with it. Now, what we've done is Dominique's been prepped. It's all about the prepping, so there's been lots of polishing and scrubbing and lots of moisturising. We have done a spray tan on her, so she does have a bit of colour. I do have another model that I'm going to pull up later to show you the no tan. But in this demonstration, I want to show you about definition, about organically moving around the body and highlighting and shading certain areas. Thank you. You stand there. Yeah. The fantastic thing about this machine is that obviously I can take it with me. I don't have the luxury of taking a tanning booth with me or a pop-up booth even. Sometimes I'm in people's bathrooms at home or I'm in a hotel room. So this is an ideal product for me to work with. It allows me to get round the body quite easily so that they don't have to move either. So it's all about ease for the client. So what we're going to do, so we're just going to, it's a very light misting tan, and we're going to go with the contours of the body and dance round. We can highlight down and round into the tummy area. Now, just by shading natural shades that you see there, you're incorporating definition and contours. It's a really easy process once you start playing with it. Straight down the legs also, if you shade down one side of the leg, and then to the inside, upper thigh, you're going to create definition, you're going to create length, and you're going to slim the limb down. I don't know anyone that doesn't want slimmer limbs than they have. Again, just creating a nice shadow in there. We'll go around the tummy. Now, often if you get your clients to tense their stomach muscles, you can naturally see some definition. Therefore, it's easier to highlight. So you can highlight down this area here and down here. Again, round the waist, the top of the shoulders, and down the outside of the arms. If you move with the contours of the body as opposed to going straight up and down, you're going to get a better finish on the skin. Because the mist is really light, you get a nice finish very quickly, and she can go out now, go shopping, go to the dentist, go to the pub. It's easy to do. It dries very quickly. You turn towards me. Now for this décolletage, we sweep. If you think about where the sun would naturally hit the skin, it's not going to hit it in every single part. So it's going to hit here, down this section here, the arms, but not the inside of the arms. And also it's quite nice to have a little bit of lightness on the inside of the arms. It's very comfortable for the client. Thank you. Okay, and we're done. That's a really light misting. Now, what I'll do is I'll get you my other model up, just to show you the difference. And she's been spray tanned once. This would be a la Kate Winslet look, if you like. A red carpet, no tan. Now, what we've done is she's very, very pale, aren't you? But we've given a very, very light misting of colour, and it's the same thing. We've gone round the contours of the body, following the shapes, down the limbs to give a little bit of definition and some slimness. Not that you need it, but it's nice to give it. And then on the décolletage here, and you can see that doesn't look like a very dark tan. It's a really modern, natural tan. Thank you. I think it comes with lots of practice, and lots of experience, lots of being knowledgeable and comfortable with your products. Once you start playing with it, you become more comfortable. Then you can experiment and start moving and doing things. And don't worry if you get it wrong. It's nice to practice definition around the tummy and down the limb area. If you've got some scrub with you or some tanning remover, then you can easily and quickly take it away. So use your friends and your family and start tanning. It's a really nice thing to incorporate into your salons. It gives your client something else to be looking at when they walk in. So lots and lots of people don't want tans. They don't want that dark, heavy tan look. I love it and always have done. But I know lots of my clients don't. So to be able to introduce a skin finishing treatment to them or a very light no tan that's so fashionable,